So, the European Union's Articles 11 and 13 are getting ever so close now. What this means in short is that in Europe, it could basically be that you're taxed for retweeting something or sharing a video on YouTube or linking a news article for the purposes of discussion and commentary. As well as a whole load of other copyright issues that I'm going to post some links in the description to articles and things like that, just to sort of give you a clearer picture. Because I want to skip on and just talk about something that I've noticed about all of this. So, Article 13 and 11 isn't just going to affect Europe. If you're in the UK and you think, well, we're going to be leaving the EU very soon, this isn't going to affect us, it probably will. Because all European laws are going to be transferred over and then amended by our Parliament if we ever leave the EU. I can't imagine either of the two main parties in our country, Labour and certainly not the Conservative Party, wanting to get rid of something like Articles 11 and 13. I think UKIP would, because I think they've been very active in trying to block it. I think they actually were very instrumental in getting a debate on Articles 11 and 13, which tells you all you need to know about Europe, really, that you have to fight just to get something this important discussed publicly. But I can't, unless I could be completely wrong, but I can't imagine UKIP winning the next election. I hope I'm wrong. Because I do think they would oppose Articles 11 and 13. And if you're from overseas, if you're not from the UK or anywhere in Europe, this could affect you as well. You end up losing a load of YouTube channels that you subscribe to. If you run a YouTube channel or anything like it, you will lose all your European viewers, which is possibly going to be a huge chunk. So that's revenue gone. But one of the things, I'm nearly 3 minutes in and I haven't come to my point. A lot of the criticism of these bills is focused primarily on internet memes. Now, I can already hear the cries, the victim playing, accusing me of being against memes, which means I must be in favour of Articles 11 and 13, a load of digs about millennials ruining the internet, ruining everyone else's internet, even though the internet belongs to millennials when it's time to criticise the internet. But and if the far left are knocking about, then I'll probably get a load of straight white man jibes. No, I'm completely in support of internet memes. They are a way of expression. They should be protected by freedom of speech. In fact, I use memes myself, mainly for humour. But I also know that these articles could affect more than just memes. So, things like sharing of news articles, which I also like to do myself. I share a lot of far leftist stupidity and offer my commentary on it. Nothing grand. The odd cheap video here and there, but mainly I share them to social media, Twitter and Minds, and I write my thoughts above the link. This can be affected as well. I also wonder, and I haven't got any kind of evidence for this, but I do wonder if I take a picture on the Facebook camera app and I say I like this picture, I want to share it on Twitter, maybe that would come under the copyright thing, because that image probably belongs to Facebook. But everyone seems to be so focused on memes, and I think the problem with this is that, first of all, it gives novices, people who we should be getting on our side. The impression that this is just going to be something that affects memes. They're going to think, well, I don't post memes, so this doesn't affect me. And it's no use giving the whole, at first they came for the meme posters and then they came for you thing, because these acts will actually already be coming for them. But they won't know it because they'll think it's entirely aimed at memes. Another problem I can envision is that the European Parliament might think, well, we want to get this act through without any kind of fuss. Why don't we give memes an exemption from Articles 11 and 13? And we get the exemption, we're all happy because we can post our memes, but then we find out that everything else is still covered by the act, and we complain and we say, well, why did you only exempt memes? And of course they're free to say, well, because you were only talking about memes. We thought that memes were the only thing you wanted saved. Memes are very important. It's a modern form of expression, and it needs to be protected like any other kind of freedom of speech. But so does everything else that could be affected by this. I fully support copyright ID owners, intellectual property owners, being given the option of protecting their property, their intellectual property, but this has gone too far, and even YouTube have got involved in this. They're, you may have actually, I don't know if you get this overseas, but when I click on YouTube, sometimes there's an article about Articles 11 and 13, so the big boys are concerned about this, and hopefully that makes a change. But I think we all need to get the word out there, because like I say, this won't just affect Europe. This will affect people outside of Europe. It won't be long before the US or Australia or Canada or New Zealand or anywhere else elects someone who, or maybe they have elected someone who might look at this and think, this ain't a bad idea, we should have our own version of this. In fact, I'm pretty sure Australia has a similar thing coming out, or at least proposed, which I'm going to look into actually. But this is a great concern, and I think we need to get this discussed. So yeah, and if I've missed any consequences of these articles, because this is a very cheaply made video, I'm sure you can appreciate that I don't make videos professionally. But if I've missed any consequences, then please comment below, and I might do a follow-up including all of them. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.